Recording in progress.
the interview questions discussion. The last session I'll be taking, the last session I'll be taking it interview questions discussion along with resume session. With the resume session, I'll be completing your training program. With the resume session, I'll be completing your training program. To attend this particular training program, not like any pre-request for doing with the testing or to attend this particular training program, not like any prerequisite, but you guys need to make sure that your core Java, your core Java training, your core Java training has to be completed or about to complete. Your core Java training need to be completed or about to complete, so that particular one can continue this particular training program. Okay, so this is what an just basic overview. This is what an just basic overview related to the training program. So now let's go ahead and continue with our actual sessions here. Okay. So considering the target of IT companies, if we get consider any IT companies or taking with software companies, if we get consider any IT company or taking with software company, so what exactly the purpose of software companies according to your understandings? According to your understandings, what exactly the purpose of software companies? What exactly use? What exactly use of IT companies? Please respond in the chat window, guys. Please respond in the chat window. According to your understanding, what exactly the use of IT companies, or what is the use of software? Uh-huh. Okay, right. So the main purpose of IT companies or considering the software companies. The purpose of IT companies or taking with software companies, we can consider that to get development software in simple, right? In a very simple, we can say that for the purpose of developing the software, we are taking the help of IT companies. What kind of the software? What kind of the software depends on it. It can be related to banking, related to insurance, related to manufacturing, or related to healthcare, whatever it can be. It can be any kind of the software, right? So it can be any kind of the software, right? So considering that if you are taking with this particular software, if you are taking with this particular software, it can be any kind of the software. So because of that, in simple, if anyone is asking about what is mean by software, if anyone is asking that what is mean by software, in simple, what we can say that, what we can mention, set of programs or considering the group of the programs, right? So we can say that set of programs or taking with group of the programs, we can consider one particular software, right? So if we get consider this particular software, if we get consider this particular software, we can say that set of programs or group of programs, we can consider that one particular software here, right? So now the target is the purpose of any IT companies. The purpose of any IT companies need to be get take care about in developing with software. So here, if you want to be get develop any kind of the software, if you want to be get develop any kind of the software, need to be get taking with the steps, need to be get taking with the steps of considering the SDLC, right? So need to be get taking care about or followed with the steps of SDLC. So meaning of SDLC? The meaning of SDLC. According to your understandings, the meaning of SDLC? Exactly. Software development life cycle. So the meaning of SDLC, we can consider that software development life cycle, right? So the meaning of SDLC, the meaning of SDLC, we can consider that software development life cycle, right? Okay. Now, as part of SDLC, as part of SDLC, first step, as part of SDLC, first step, the first step, we can say that requirements gathering, right? The very first step, we can consider requirements gathering. After that, requirement analysis, requirement analysis. Considering the requirements gathering and taking with requirement analysis and taking with design, and then consider coding, and then taking care about testing, and finally live environment or production, right? So the whole SDLC, you may consider any kind of the software, any kind of the company. If they want to get develop the software, they have to take care about requirements gathering, requirement analysis, and then design, and then coding, and then testing, and live environment and production, right? So considering the requirements gathering, analysis, and then design, requirements gathering, analysis, and the design, taking care by the person, taking care by the person, consider that BA, right? Or SME, right? So we can say that BA or SME, considering the meaning of BA. What is the meaning of BA? Meaning of the BA. The meaning of BA? Right. Business analyst, not analysis, not analysis. The meaning of BA, considering the business analyst. At the same time, we got SME, mentioning the subject matter expert. SME, subject matter expert. Either we can consider that BA or we can consider that SME, mentioning the subject matter expert. And the coding taking care by developer,
the coding activity taken care by developer, testing activity, testing activity taken care by tester, live environment or production taken care by DevOps or taking with AWS. So these particular activities we can consider that admin. So here we can consider that admin taking care about in moving the project into live environment or production. So this is how for the IT industry all the people required. Only PA is not at all enough. Only developer also not at all enough. Only tester also is not enough. So all the people, that is what the IT industry, that is what the IT industry. So all the people need to begin working together. So all the people need to begin working together. Then only, then only you can deliver a very successful software into the market. So once all the people has been working together, then only you can deliver a very successful software into the market. Now, BA, you are not worried. You guys are not worried about this job role. Developer, that is what already you guys are doing the training. Your advanced Java training or core Java training. What exactly you are doing related to the developer. Now we got considering the testing, tester. So as a tester, what need to be done? As a tester, what need to be done? What are all the activities need to be done? So as a tester job role, what exactly need to be done? What are all the activities need to be done? Right? So that is what we need to be get understand as part of this training program. Right? So in this particular part, we are not worried about BA job role and we are not worried about developer job role because that part you guys are already doing. Right? So we are taking care about the only thing related to the testing. We are taking care about related to the testing here. So that particular testing also considering that particular testing also considering that software testing, considering that software testing. This is what exactly your actual training program. So your actual training program which is related to software testing. So according to your understandings, what is the meaning of software testing? What is the meaning of software testing? As part of your understandings, what exactly mean by software testing? Finding the bugs, okay. Check efficiency, okay. Bugs are there or not. Testing the functionality. Right. Okay. Alright guys. Okay. Not set of programs guys, not the set of program. The meaning of software testing in a very simple way, we can say that testing the application, right? So testing the application based on the client requirement, testing the application based on the client requirement. So the meaning of software testing. The meaning of software testing, considering that testing the application based on testing the application based on client requirements. Testing the application based on client requirements. So that is what you are considering that software testing. So very first understanding, the meaning of software testing, testing the application based on client requirement. See the concept, see the terminology, guys. See the terminology. Testing the application based on client requirements. That means we are not testing the application by your own. You will not be testing the application. You will not be testing the application by your own. You will test the application. You will test the application based on the client requirement only. Not like using your BTech talents or some other degrees or some other things here. So you have to test the application. How you are testing? You will understand the client requirement. According to the client requirement, developer has been developed the application or not. That is what you are testing. So that is what exactly you have been considering that software testing. Right? Now, this particular software testing, you can get implemented. This particular software testing, you can get implemented in the different ways. Everything is testing only, but that particular software testing, you can get implemented in different ways here. In that, the one you will be considering that manual testing. The one you will be considering that manual testing, and the one you will be taking with automation testing. So this particular software testing, it got divided into two groups here. One you will be taking with manual testing, and another one you will be taking with automation testing. So according to your understandings, meaning of manual testing, what exactly meaning of manual testing? Right. So the meaning of manual testing, we can considering that doing the testing with the help of human interactions. Right? So doing with the testing with the help of human interactions, indirectly human beings. That means we have to take care about in doing that particular manual testing. We have to take care about in doing with manual testing. Right? In a similar way, we got automation testing. Considering that, saying that testing done with the help of the tools. Testing done with the help of the tools that you will be taking with automation testing. Testing done with the help of the tools that you will be taking with automation testing. So that particular tool, we are taking care about Selenium. Right? So considering that the software testing divided into two things here, considering that manual testing and considering that automation testing. Now again, this manual testing also, it's divided into multiple groups, considering that the one we can say that white box testing, white box testing, another one taking with black box testing, and then another one taking with gray box testing. So we got different type of options here, considering that white box testing, black box testing, and then gray box testing. The manual testing only, it got divided into different groups, considering that white box testing, and then considering that black box testing, and then saying that gray box testing. Right? So now white box testing, right? So white box testing, considering that meaning of manual testing, testing done with the help of human interactions. The meaning of manual testing, testing done with the help of the human interactions. That particular human doing the testing, or testing done by developer, related to code level. So the meaning of white box testing in a very simple way, testing done by the developer related to code level. That is what you are consider white box testing. In a similar way, you got black box. Here. Right? So this particular black box, considering that testing done by tester, related to functionality, testing done by tester related to functionality, considering that black box testing. So one we got white box testing, saying that testing done by developer related to code level, and then we got black box testing, considering the testing done by tester related to functionality. At the same time, we got gray box testing, gray box tester, The meaning is, assume that now you guys has been started your career as a developer. So you got a job as a developer, you guys working as a developer, everything going this smooth. But after 2 years or 3 years, somehow you guys has been feeling that the development is little bit difficult. Then you will be converted into tester. By that, what will happen? Now, as you are already working on the development, you will be having the knowledge of white box testing. At the same time, you got the testing knowledge also, considering the gray box testing. I mean, in simple, we can considering the combination of white box and black box. We can consider that gray box testing, or we can say that gray box tester. right? So combination of white box and black box, you can consider that gray box tester. Now, here, as part of our training program, we are not worried about the white box and we are not worried about with the gray box, which we have been taking care about black box. So here we are going to learn in looking into the black box testing. Now that particular black box, it got divided into two things here, considering the functional testing and then taking with non-functional testing. So black box only, it got divided into two things here, functional testing and non-functional. So see the understanding. We got software testing divided into two things, manual testing, automation testing. Manual testing divided into different options, white box testing, black box testing, and taking with gray box. The black box, it got divided into two things, considering the functional testing and taking with non-functional testing. Right? So considering the functional testing and then taking with non-functional testing. Right? So this particular non-functional testing, we can say that performance testing or taking with security testing. Right? So performance testing or security testing, these things will come under non-functional testing. These things will come under non-functional testing. In the similar way, we got functional testing. If you guys are thinking about testing perspective, testing job, or testing career, most of the time, 95% of the time, 95% of the time, will start the career as a functional tester. Will start the career as a functional tester. After that, if required, we can easily work on non-functional testing. Okay, so because of that, as part of our training program also, we are not worried about non-functional testing, taking care about working with functional testing only. We are also taking care about doing with the functional testing. So as part of functional testing, taking care about smoke testing and then considering that sanity testing and then consider retesting, considering that regression testing, which you will be taking alpha testing and then taking with beta testing. Once beta testing is done, it will move into live environment or production, which it has been moved into live environment or taking with production here. So this is what we need to be get considering that this is what we need to be get consider functional testing. Still lot of other testings are there, everything you will understand, okay. Just today I'm trying to give overview, step by step we will be learning all the concepts. So as part of the functional testing, you are taking care about smoke testing, sanity testing, retesting, regression testing, alpha testing, and beta testing. So once beta testing is done, the project will move into live environment or production. We have to go with the functional testing, right? To implement all this functional testing, to implement all these particular things, to understand all these particular concepts, we are taking with the project and going to implement with STLC, with the help of the project. We are going to understand all the concepts with the help of STLC with the project here, right? So we are going to discuss, STLC, Software Testing Life Cycle. STLC, Software Testing Life Cycle. This is what our main target. So before getting the started with the project, first we need to be get comfortable all other things here. So as part of STLC, we'll take care about requirements understanding, and after that taking with test plan, taking with test scenarios, and then taking with test cases. After that, considering the test execution, which you will be taking with test execution, and then taking with bug reporting, which you will be taking with bug reporting. And the last activity, considering the test closure. So the last activity which you will be considering the taking with test closure, right? See that. So as part of STLC, so we are taking with requirements understanding, and then test plan, test scenarios, test cases, test execution, bug reporting, and taking with test closure, right? So this is what we need to be get mentioned, taking with STLC. So the STLC concepts, software testing life cycle, same for any kind of the project. You may work with Java project, .NET project, Python project, SAP project, any project, banking application, insurance application, manufacturing application, any application, any technology, our testing concepts will be the same. So that is what the advantage of tester. So as a tester, once we got comfortable in understanding how we can test the application, the same thing will be applied for any project. Our testing concepts will be the same. So this is what we need to be get followed as part of the manual testing, and similar to that we need to take care about automation testing. So now we need to be get start with manual testing. Before getting started with the manual testing, the very interesting one and the very most important one, we need to be get understand that taking with why testing required. We need to be get understand very most important thing, considering why testing required. Let's understand. But before going to this, please make a note of these things, guys. Please make a note of these things. Take the main heading is software testing, within a brackets, testing the application based on client requirement, and then make a note of all these steps. I'll give some time. Please make a note of it. I required everyone need to be get maintain the proper notebook. I required everyone need to be get maintain the proper notebook. For my sessions, one proper notebook is required. Please maintain one proper notebook for my sessions. You will get running notes also. You will be getting the running notes as well as PDF files. But even though PDF files are provided, I record everyone need to be get maintain one particular proper notebook and make a note of these things. I'll give in a time, guys. Just please make a note of it. Please make a note of it, guys. Please make a note of it. everyone please make a note of it. You guys will have a clear picture about the testing concept. Okay. Still the one not maintaining the notebooks. Still the one not maintaining the notebooks. Please maintain one proper notebook. I require you guys need to maintain the proper notebook. Please make a note of it. Please make a note of it. Everyone guys, even though you guys are attending the online, even though you guys are attending the sessions in online, only the sessions you are taking into the online, but all the things will be there. Your practical part and then taking with notes, everything will be fine. Everything will be there. Please make a note of the things. Please make a note of all the connectivities in the correct way. Please make a note of all the connectivities in the correct way. Make a note of all the connectivities in the correct way. Alright guys, is that everyone is done? Is that everyone is done? Okay, okay. Just make a note of it. So the white box testing done by the developer to the code level, black box testing done by the tester related to functionality. Gray box testing, combination of white box and black box, consider that gray box testing. I mean, the person who is having the knowledge of white box testing and black box testing, so that we are considering as a gray box tester here. Okay. Right. Is it done, guys? Hope everything is done. Everyone is done. Okay, perfect, guys. Right. So now let's go ahead with the very most important concept. Let's go ahead with the very most important concept. Write with the new heading. Write with the new heading. Mention that why testing required. Write with the new heading. Write with the new heading. Why testing required. Very first heading. Why testing required. Okay. Now, according to your understandings, according to your understanding, why exactly testing is required? As part of your understanding, why testing is required? As you guys are already working on the development training program, everything you were doing, according to your understanding, why exactly tester has been required? Mhm. Please respond, guys. Please respond. I require the response. I require the response from everyone. According to your understanding, why exactly testing has been required? To test the software. To test the software, okay, that is what my question. Why we need to test the software? Application user friendly, web application shows the error. Mhm, mhm. Okay. Most of the people are saying that application is working correctly or not, or to find the bugs, identifying the errors, all these things. Okay, perfectly okay, perfectly okay. Let's go with the question in a different way. Let's take the question in another way. Consider that you guys are developers, as you guys are doing the development training program. As a developer, as a developer, what is the job role of the developer? As a developer, what exactly your job role? As a developer, as a developer, what is exactly your job role? As a developer, what you guys will be doing? Right, perfect. You guys are doing the coding. Very perfect. As a developer, you guys are taking care about in doing the coding. Perfectly okay. Now my question, when you guys are doing the code, which basis you are doing the coding? When you guys are doing the coding, on which basis you guys are doing the coding? Programming language, okay, that is perfectly fine. But my question is, on which basis you are doing the coding? Right, perfect, guys. Considering the client requirements, perfectly okay. Now, see the understanding. Now, see the understanding. As a developer, as a developer, doing the coding, doing the coding based on client requirements. As a developer, doing the coding based on client requirements. Perfectly okay. No worries at all, no issues at all. Now, see my question. See the question, guys. Up to this, I'm perfectly okay. As a developer, you guys are doing the coding based on the client requirement. Perfectly okay. Now, my doubt is when you are doing the coding, as you are doing the coding based on the client requirement, as you are doing the coding based on the client requirement, is that you guys are just writing the code, or you guys are making sure that the code is working? You guys are doing the development, writing the code perfectly okay. My doubt is that just you are writing some program or writing some code, or you are making sure that that code also working? Is it just you guys will write the code, that's it? Or you will make sure that that code also working? Mhm. Right, exactly. You guys are making sure that that code also working fine, right? So you guys are making sure that you are making sure that that particular code also working fine. Okay. Now let's come to our actual part. As a developer, you are writing the code. Not only writing the code, you are making sure that that code also working. Now see the concept here. See the concept, guys. Everyone need to be more active. Everyone need to be more active. Testing concepts will be the more interesting, more easy. See the concept. As you guys are already written the code, and you are making sure that your code also working fine. If the code is working, as you guys are making
హలో హలో తీసుకురావాల్సిన లేదులేండి తీసుకునే ఆలోచన లేదు, మనీ అర్జెంట్మెంట్గా అట్లా అడ్జస్ట్ అట్లా. ఓకే.
the picture. I got the concept, guys. Getting the concept or not? You guys are already done the development, written the code. Not only written the code, you are making sure that your code also working. As already your code has been working, means indirectly your application is working. As your application is already working, why again tester is there, tester job is created? Why bug will be there? It may contain bugs, means that means the meaning is developer is not writing the code in proper way. That means you guys are not developing the code in the correct way. You check all the functionalities, everything is okay. Already you guys are doing now. As already you guys have written the code and you are making sure that your code is working. As your code is already working, what again tester will do here? Okay. If you want to be get understand, if you want to be get understand this concept, if you want to be get understand this concept in a very simple way, how you can understand is the very best example. The very best example. You guys written your BTech exams or degree exams. Written. You guys has been written your BTech exams or degree exams. Written or not, guys? You guys may have done your BTech, a degree, whatever it can be. Right? Now, see my question. See my question here. As you guys has been written with the BTech exam, you guys done your preparations. Right? Your BTech exam, degree exam, your final exam, you guys has been done your preparations, like considering the 1 day preparation or whatever it can be. You guys has been done your preparation, right? So after doing the lot of preparation, you guys has been writing the exam. Now see my understanding, see my question. You guys has been prepared for the exam. You guys has been written the exam. You guys are writing the exam. But once you gotten the exam is that you guys are correcting the exam. You guys done the hard work. You guys done the hard work of preparation, and you guys only written the exam for 3 hours. But is that you guys are correcting the exam? Is that you guys are correcting the exam or not? Is that you guys are correcting the exam or not? No, you guys are not correcting the exam. Why you guys are not correcting the exam? As you done the hard work, you written the exam, you are sitting for 3 hours and you are writing the exam. Then why not you guys are not correcting the exam? Why you are not correcting the exam? Oh, government is not accepting. Or government is not accepting, sir. That is the reason we are not able to correct it. Right? Now see the understanding. Now see the understanding. In case, if you guys got an option of, you guys can write the exam and you guys can correct the exam also. What will happen? If you guys got an option, you guys can correct the exam. I mean, you guys write the exam, you guys correct the exam. What will happen? Right. So if you guys got an option of correcting the exam, in a place of getting the 100, you guys will get 200 marks here. Correct or not? You guys need to get only 100, but you guys will make 200 also because you guys are correcting the exam. In a place of getting the 100, you can get 200 marks also. That means whereas the quality will not be there. As simple as if the same person writing the exam, and the same person correcting the exam, we cannot expect the quality, right? If the same person writing the exam, same person correcting the exam, can we expect the quality? No, there is no quality at all, because if the same person writing the exam, same person correcting the exam, we cannot expect the quality. So that is where tester has been came into the picture. Okay, so that is how in this current market, in this IT industry, why tester is came into the picture is your best example, writing the exam, developer correcting the exam, tester. A very simple understanding. Writing the exam is nothing but developer, correcting the exam is nothing but tester. You guys are writing the exam. You're making sure that your exams answers are correct only, but the correction need to be done. So that correction taken care by the tester in the IT. So in the IT industry, writing the exam consider the developer, correcting the exam is nothing but tester. Okay, so that is what exactly why testing has been required in the current market. Okay, so in a very simple way, the very first reason we can consider that, to provide quality of the product. Okay, this is what the very first reason. Let's look into the second reason. Let's go with the second reason. Before going to the second point, can you guys please make a note of it? I'll give the description, make a note of it. Write the main heading. Why testing required? Write the main heading. Why testing required? Take the first point, guys. To provide quality of the product. to provide quality of the product, to provide quality of the product, to provide quality of the product. Okay, take the second point. Take the second point. To perform development activities, to perform development activities and testing activities, to perform development activities and testing activities at the same time, to perform development activities and testing activities at the same time, to perform development activities and testing activities at the same time. Okay. Take the last point. Take the last point. Make a note of it, guys. Make a note of it. Right. Take the last point. To identify, take the last point. To identify issues in starting stages. 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 Okay, just cross check the points, guys. Just cross check the points. See the first point. See the first point. The first point is to provide quality of the product. To provide quality of the product. Okay. Second point, to perform development activities and testing activities at the same time. To perform development activities and testing activities at the same time. And the last point, identifying the issues in starting stages. Identifying the issues in starting stages. Okay, right. So quality of the product we got to understand. See the second point, to perform development activities and testing activities at the same time. Right. So the meaning of the same time is parallelly. The meaning of the same time is parallelly. I mean, not like first the whole development need to be completed, after that need to be get start with the testing. That is in a very starting days of IT. In a very starting days of IT industry, first the whole development need to be completed, after that testing need to be done. But here he will be taking with, considering that, which need to be get considering that, to complete the project in on time. Parallelly, the meaning of the same time means from the day one, developer will start doing his work, tester also will do his work. How it will be possible, you will understand. How both the teams can work parallelly, you will understand in the coming sessions. For today, you can understand that the reason of testing has been required. Not like after completion of whole development need to be start the testing. By the time of the project is started, from the day one, you can consider development activities need to be done. At the same time, testing activities also need to be done. Right? So that is what you will be taking with, that is what you will be taking with the second point. And the last point is, as a tester, we have to see the possibility, not like mandatory. It's not like doing all the testing in one day. The whole testing we cannot complete in one day here. But as a tester, our way of thinking, as a tester, our way of thinking should be as early as possible in a starting stages. In a starting stages means as early as possible. As early as possible, we need to get start identifying the issues. Maximum issues. The maximum issues we need to be identified in the starting stages only. So this is what the three reasons here. This is what the three main reasons why testing required in the current market. Now you can easily understand that what is the importance of the testing in the current market. So without doing with the testing, there is no chance of the project is moving into live environment. At any cost, testing need to be done. After that only it will be moving into live environment. So this is what our very first starting point, considering that why testing required. Next we have to go with another important concept, testing career. So how the tester career will be done, tester roles and responsibilities. Like most of the time, the people will be assuming like tester means we can work for only 1 year, 2 year. It's not like that. Till the time of you are getting retired in the IT industry, we can continue on the testing job. Different roles. On testing only different roles. What are all that particular roles? You will understand in the tomorrow session. So tomorrow session will go with tester roles and responsibilities, how the testing career will be there. All those things will be understand, and then we'll be moving into the very new concept here. Okay? Right. So up to now, everyone is clear? Up to now,
Yes,
in
sir.
case of any questions, you guys can carry on. The one who don't have any questions, you guys can leave. The one who don't have any questions.